the exhibits was top notch. If PJ had to stand still and re-look and look again and check again and make sure again before he made a choice, that means something. I think that means the quality that we presented was exceptional. And I think what an opportunity tonight to have those 10 leading ladies of us in this ring. I think the quality is of such a quality that basically you can start your, if you're a new breeder, you can start a whole stud out of one of these ladies being sold. And even for the existing breeders, I think there's something very special for everyone. So let's support each other and let's make this something memorable. And thank you very much for each and every person here tonight. It's a huge honor for us at the Limousin Society to have everybody here. And I must mention PJ. PJ, thank you very much for today. It was something very, very special. And I want to say it again. Let's have fun tonight. There is some really fun items also afterwards. And Jon, let's do it.
Thank you very much indeed, Jan. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Limousin Trial, on behalf of Swiftwear, on behalf of all the sponsors, and on behalf of myself, we would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you here tonight, and also to our online bidders wherever you find yourself. Please allow me, ladies and gentlemen, just to say something before I start. As you all know, Jan Stichlin is from, please don't bother around with the, and yeah, stay out of that. Stay out of it. You're going to get in trouble. I need more volume, please. I'm the arranger of that. Stay out of it. Thank you. As you all know, Jan Stichlin is from Botswana. I happen to have the opportunity to also be involved in sometimes farm in Botswana. And there the Botswana people say, when it starts raining, pula, pula. It means blessings, blessings, it means rain. And if we start this evening with blessings and with rain, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start this 50th anniversary auction of the Limousin breed. But in any way, let's get to work before we get really wet from Pula. Ladies and gentlemen, the terms and conditions of the sale as advertised in the national press. It's printed in your catalog, it's available at the office where you've registered, and it's binding on all the buyers as well as the sellers. I, as the auctioneer, together with Swiftwear and Limousin Trial spotters, do retain the right, if we make a mistake with the taking of the bids or closing of a bid, ladies and gentlemen, to resell that lot again. In the case when we close a bid on two different buyers, we open the bid between the last two buyers, and only they can compete in the buying of that lot. If there's any problem with this, please indicate to us now. Everybody happy? Thank you. I know you are all fair people. And ladies and gentlemen, because we are using an online platform tonight, it's important that we treat everybody ethically and fair. And that's why the input price tonight is going to be 20,000 on the heifers, and the bid increments will run accordingly as follows. From 20 to 50, it's 2 and 3,000 bid increments. In other words, 22, 25, 28, 30, 32, 35, 38, 40, 42, 45, 48, 50. From 50 to 90, ladies and gentlemen, the increments becomes 5,000 bid increments. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 85, 90. From 90 to 200, 10,000 bid increments. 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Over 200, it becomes 20 and 30,000 increments. 220, 250, 280, 300, 320, 350, 380, 400. Anything going over 400, ladies and gentlemen, 50,000 bid increments. 450, 550, 650, 750, 850, 900. If anything goes more than 900, 100,000, but increments, 900, 1 million, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. I see there's a lot of you that's smiling and laughing. I do this job every day. You won't believe it. It happens every week. Mario, it happens every week that we sell cattle these days between 500,000 and 8 million. If you don't know, just go with Auntie Google. Google, she will tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, and then after we've done the heifers, we're going to do all those lots, ladies and gentlemen, which has been sponsored by some of the members. And there we're going to have fun, I believe. But what an exceptional offering of heifers here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen them, they've gone through the show ring here today. Some of them were awarded prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, here is immaculate genetics on offer tonight. They are indeed leading ladies. Use the opportunity and acquire, ladies and gentlemen, the future of the Limousin breed in South Africa. We start tonight with lot number 1. Lorena Nelly, ladies and gentlemen. There she is in the ring, Southside, Acapulco, Maserati and Hitman. She's got a dam with an ICP of 388, that's daughter out of Noof. Ladies and gentlemen, she sells 4 months certified in calf to Devlin Rock Solid. Ladies and gentlemen, which is an Italia son. Here's an opportunity, one of the dandies tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a real leading lady. Let's take it away and a bit 20,000. 20,000, baby, 22, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 25, number 28, number 28,000, at 30, number 30, number 30,000, number 35, number 35, number 38,000, 40, at 40, baby, 40,000, number 42, number 42, 45, at 48, number 48,000, 50, 50,000, 55,000, 60, at 5, at 65, number 65,000, 70, but it's 70,000, at 70, baby, it's 70, but 5, number 75, number 75,000, at 18, number 90,000, at 85, number 85, number 90, number 90,000, at 90, number 90, number 92, I see 100, number 90,000, at 100, number 100, number 100, at 100,000, but number 100, number 100,000, at 100, number 100,000, at the nomination, number 100, number 100, at 100,000, going to take home, ladies and gentlemen, I all I'm done now. At 100, everyone, but number 100,000, at 100,000, at 100,000, selling, closing the bid at 100,000, sold 100,000, thank you very much indeed, and please just show us the buyer number. The buyer number is buyer 176, well done, thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Chris, we appreciate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here's lot number 2. Lot number 2, she's Devlin Twiggy. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. On the side, Devlin Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, going back to Hoka. And on the dam side, Devlin King. Ladies and gentlemen, Heathcliff. An exceptional heifer again. That is your excellent blood. And you can see the dam size CP 396. Damn nice EVVs. Ladies and gentlemen, 19, 32, and 43. Milk plus 7. Ladies and gentlemen, as good as you can get out of the Devlin herd. Here she is, a broad heifer. Number 20, number 20,000, number 20, number 2, number 22, number 22, number 28, at 28, number 20,000, number 28, number 30,000, at 30, number 30, number 2, number 32, number 32,000 here, at 35, number 38, number 40,000, number 44, number 40,000, at 42, number 42, number 42, at 42, number 42, number 5, at 45, number 45, number 45, number 45,000, at 48, number 48, number 48,000, at 48, but God, number 48,000, number 48, fill up to 50, at 48, number 48, at 48, number 48,000, number 48, number 48, Mr. Davis, all you're gonna have On your lap is a little daughter and no heifer. Hey, number 48, hey, number 48,000, number 48, number 48, number 48, number 48, number 48,000, 50, 50, number 50,000, but some 9, number 50,000 here, 50, but number 50,000, but number 50,000 by 5, number 3, and 9, 5, number 50, number 50, but number 50,000, at 50 is going to take her home, ladies, you're going to close it, going to sell it, 50,000 up. 50,000 up. Sold 50,000 by 5003 online. Thank you very much indeed. At 50,000. 5003, thank you. That goes to Mr. Muhammad Carter. Thank you, Muhammad. We appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes lot number 3. On behalf of the Corral, ladies and gentlemen, here's Misty. Have a good year, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good year. There's Ferrari, there's Windgaard, ladies and gentlemen, there's Escape, a line-bred Escape heifer. Look in your catalogue, ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. And Amber's heifer, ladies and gentlemen, dames and gentlemen, to cake that boy. And again, nice EBVs, 21, 33, and 46, and milk plus 4. And ladies and gentlemen, she was the reserve intermediate champion here today. Have a look here, look at the length, look at the balance, look at the quality on offer. Yeah, number 20, number 20,000, number 20, 20, 28, number 30,000. Number 30, number 35, number 35, and 38, number 38, number 40, number 42, number 45, number 48, at 50, number 55, 55, 60, 55, 65, 70, number 75, number 75, number 18, number 85, number 85, 90, number 100, at 100, number 100, number 110, number 110, at 110, 10, number 110, number 110, number 110, asking 20, number 110, number 110, number 110,000, 120, asking 130. Mr. Stifler, look at me, sir. Leave him alone. Hey, number 120, 20, number 120, made, number 120, number 120, 20, number 120, bad. At 120, made, number 120, at 120, but number 120, number 120, I'm going to call a rain. At 120, made, number 120,000. 120,000. Sold 120, thank you very much indeed. Bar 169, well done. Excellent heaven, thank you, Bupa. Bar 169, we appreciate. Thank you. Akbar Dear Loco, Limousines, we appreciate. Thank you, Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great evening. What quality. What an opportunity you have. Here's great energy. Dames and gentlemen, cake and boy, we offer you Laron Ecstasy. She's a full sister, ladies and gentlemen, of the group of champion. Of the group champion cars today, and the sire Zanzibar, ladies and gentlemen, was the sire of all the progeny group winners here today. Southside, Zanzibar, Maserati, Hitman, ladies and gentlemen, on the dam, the proven old matriarch Valentine going back to honeymoon. Ah, it sounds good to me, honeymoon. Can you imagine if they call you your grandmother honeymoon? And ladies and gentlemen, look here, and you can see BB's 22, ladies and gentlemen, 28 and 45. And 335. Where do I play? 100. Number 100, number 100, number 100, number 100. 100,000, I made number 100, number 100, 100, number 110, number 110, number 110, man. 110, 130, number 130, number 144, number 150, 150, 160, 170, number 170, number 190, number 190, 220, number 220, 50, number 280 now. 280, number 320, 20, number 320, man. 320, but now number 320, 320, 20, number 320. Number 320, 320, 320, 350, 350, 380, 380,000, and 400, 50, 450, 500, 550, 600, and 650, 650,000 here, and 650, number 650, 650, she's got a greatness if, and 650, number 650, number 650, number 650, number 650,000. Sorry that I'm taking time on you, but just want to ask you something. Did you see what's her name? Ecstasy. You need a little bit of that, mate. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 50 bad, I'm 50. Hey, but say sort of like that, but down, I'm 50 bad, I'm 50. She's gonna immigrate, ladies, you're gonna sell better close to 650,000 rands. Twice, all out, all done. Let's put our hands together. Thank you very much indeed. We come back, guys. Thank you very much indeed, the local crew family. Thank you, Mr. Suckling, mine, better. Arturo Maya, 182. 182. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm talking to the border. Kan ek vir julle boere in Suid-Afrika iets vertel? Julle beteken bongerol. Die Zambiërs en die Botswana manne sit julle koud. Ja, jy dan begin gatskop. Andersters, wat sal boer? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I feel Lakewood, Yellowwood. Kyk net mooi, Limousin, ladies and gentlemen, Southside, Acapulco, Maserati, Hitman, and on the damn side, Legacy and Hamburg, dames en heren, maar kyk net mooi. And again, ladies and gentlemen, nice ABVs, 18, 24, 39, more plus 7. Have a look here, dames en heren, money in photo mark nie, en Acapulco, Dora, kyk net mooi, out of a Legacy, bread dam. Yeah, 32, 32, 32, 28, 30,000, 32, 45, At 150, she would. At 60, I'm 170, I'm 170, bad. At 170, 80, I'm 190, at 180, mate. It's this time with a boor. Hey, 180 bad, 180, 180 bad. At 180 bad, 180 bad, I'm 190, at 180,000 bad, I'm 180. Ekadora, 80,000 rand, the tinny dames and the other McLaren, ladies and gentlemen, all out and done. Gonna sell them close at 180,000. Let's put our hands together again. Thank you, boy. 183. Thank you, Mr. Nitui. We appreciate. Thank you. Aturu for the help, sir. 180,000 on lot number 5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we got off for you. Kun je mij niet aan het penigen is daar in is kapot. I'll give it up. 180,000 on lot number 5. Yo. Here is the only mama between the leading ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that quality calf outside of lot number 7. Unfortunately, lot number 6 got injured. We have withdrawn her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Matilda Gold. She is in the ring with her calf, dames en heren, kyk net mooi. Southside, ladies and gentlemen, Lone Rebel, going back to Hitman, who's made one hell of an impact in this herd. And on the damn side, ladies and gentlemen, going back to the Bullsock herd, which produced Zipman and all those other top, Groot Leeuw, and Klein Leeuw, and Duck Leeuw, and Mooi Leeuw, and Lekker. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Her dam's got ICP of 377. Here she is, as good as you can get. Ladies and gentlemen, functionally efficient, young heifer in the ring, in the market. Let's take it away. Number 20, number 32, number 20, number 22, number 22, number 25, number 25, number 25,000 there. And 28, number 20, number 30, number 30,000, number 30, number 32, number 32, number 35, and 35, number 35, number 35,000 there. And 35, number 35, number 35,000, number 35, number 35, and 38, and 38, but 40, but 40,000, but 40, 40, but 40, and 2, but 45, but 45, and 45, but 45, but 45, but 48, but 48, 50, and 55, but 55, but 55, but 55, wait, the 55 is there, and 55, but 55, Gert, je krijgt 2 voor die prijs van 1, die allemaal is aan, ander is allemaal 1, is 2, en 55, but 55, and 55, but 55,000, maybe 55, even 55, even 55,000, 55,000. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Fury. I appreciate you on. As hy koop, dames en heren, dan moet julle weet, ladies and gentlemen, he's the ex-breed advisor. He knows this breed inside out. You have a, just check him. When he puts you, but because that's golden genetics. Dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you this time, lot number 8. Lot number 8's gonna come in, dames and heren, but kyk that boy. She was the intermediate champion today, ladies and gentlemen. She was judged by Mr. P.J. Butler as the intermediate champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a look at her myself. She's thick. She's deep. And do you know what's another word for thick? She's broad. Dames en heren, saad, dak, hard vers. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Side Julius Caesar, ladies and gentlemen, Maroon Rebel and Hitman, dames en heren, maar kyk dit mooi. And on the damn side, going back to the real master clue. Ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Here is something special. Here is the best in this heifer competition. Now you gotta consider, you gotta think, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta make plans. That's all. Hey, number 20. Number 32, 5. Number 28, number 30, number 30, number 30,000, number 32, number 35, number 35, number 38, number 30, number 40, number 40,000 there. At 40, number 2, number 42, number 45, number 45, number 48, number 40,000 there. And 50, number 50,000, I'm number 55, number 55, at 60, number 60,000, I'm number 60, number 60,000 there. At 60, number 60,000, I'm banana, number 60,000 at 65, number 65, number 65, number 65,000 there. At 65, number 65,000, that's right here. At 65, number 70, number 70,000, number 70 by Johan Farina. At 70, number 70 by Don, number 70 Dennis, what do I do? At 75, at 75, number 75, number 75,000 there. Number 75, number 75, yes, one wise man. And 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000. And 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000. If you get a, as jy kry, dan kan jy haar noem skoonma, skoonsis, enigiets. Net so dik soos wat jy wil. Number 75, number 75, number 75, number 75, that's 75, number 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000 once, and twice, and all that, and all that. Kom ons gee lekker aan die klap. The wisest guy tonight. Thank you, Dennis, Rowena, Limousin, Span, and I thank you. What a buy. What value for money. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corel Miller coming in. Kyk net 'n bietjie mooi, lot number 9. Side again, ladies and gentlemen, Shui and Ferrari and Vangaard, dames en heren, en kyk net mooi. Kom verder over this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, she sells 5 months certified in calf to Tanganyika. Kyk net mooi, yo, she's in the ring, in the market, ladies and gentlemen. Dams ICP, 367, dames en heren, maar kyk 'n bietjie hier. Number 20, number 20,000, number 22, number 20, number 22, number 25, number 25, number 28, number 30, number 30,000, number 2, 32, number 35, number 38, number 38,000, number 40, number 40,000, at 42, at 42, number 42, number 45, number 45, number 45, at 45, 48, at 48, at 50, at 50, number 50,000, number 50, number 50,000, asking 5, at 50, number 50, number 50,000, yeah. We could find up these number 50, number 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 once, twice, all out, all done. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate my young stuff like that right there. 163. 163 at 50,000. We appreciate. Shelley's the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes lot number 10. Lot number 10, this is Don Chance, Clara, dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. Southside Caprivi, humbug, ladies and gentlemen, base block. And kyk net mooi, and par excellence. On the damn side, going back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ameni's. Top all genetics, ring low, ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. Universal. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. She's long, she's balanced, she's a quality female. Dams ICP 395. And ladies and gentlemen, she was AI'd on the 27th of March with Jalusa Ziploc. Can you imagine that combination? And ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, nummer 20, nummer 20,000, nummer 22, nummer 35, nummer 38, nummer 32, nummer 32, nummer 35, nummer 38, number 40, number 40, number 42, number 45, at 45, 45, 48, at 50, number 50,000, number 50, number 50, number 50,000, at why? I can fight up days, number 50, number 50,000, do I see 5, at 50, number 50, number 50, number 50,000. Derek, dat ga je milies vreet hierdie jaar. En 50,000 rand, nummer 50,000 meer. Ik heb 50,000 rand van, nummer 55, nummer 55, het 55, nummer 55, nummer 55, nummer 55, nummer 55. Jy kan hulle appelspere inprime voor. En 55, nummer 55, nummer 55, nummer 55, en 55, nummer 55, nummer 55, 55,000. Thank you, Corral, Limousines, Derek, thank you, Bar 152, thank you very much indeed. At 55,000 on the top young female. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Lottery 11, Devlin Sapphire. Southside, Italia. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the honor and the privilege to sell Italia. Her sire is one of the bulls that will be forever remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, in the limousine breed in this country. He's indeed, ladies and gentlemen, a bull and a half. Dames en heren, meneer, kijk naar mooi. Southside, Italia, Ferrari, Windgaard. Ladies and gentlemen, on the damn side, Larone, Hokke en Dauphin. Kijk naar Mickey mooi. 5 months certified in calf. Ladies and gentlemen, to Larone, Yamaha. Well, in the ring of the market day, let them in, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. It's the last day for today on sale. And number 20, number 20,000, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 22, 22, number 22, now 5. At 22, number 22,000, number 22, number 22, number 22, 2. Look at 21 days, number 22, number 22, number 22,000, number 25, number 25, at 28, number 28, number 30, number 30,000, yeah. At 30, number 30,000, number 30, number 30, number 30,000, at 30, number 30, 30, number 30, number 30,000, do I see 2? At 32, 2, number 32, 2, number 32, 5, number 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, 5, 35, 5, number 35, number 35, number 35,000 there, at 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, 5. It's an Italia daughter on offer. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the Larone Hawker bred cow. Kijk, een beetje mooi. Nummer 35, nummer 35, nummer 35, nummer 35, nummer 35, nummer 35,000 meer. 35, nummer 35, nummer 35, 35, nummer 35, nummer 35,000 once. Before I'm going to sell her to one wise man who's wide awake, just look at her age. Because you compare with all those babies that I just sold. Ladies and gentlemen, she's already had a calf. Come on, no. Think a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, she's better than the others. She's already reproduced. Number 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, number 35,000 here. And 35, number 35, number 35, number 35, 35, 35, 35,000. If I'm allowed to do that, where's my boss? Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you. I appreciate John and Tracy Davenport. What number do I use? $171. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, what an immaculate hair for sale we've had on this 50th anniversary of the limousine breed. I congratulate you all, ladies and gentlemen. Kom ons gee mekaar almal 'n lekker hande klap. Now, everybody has sponsored something for tonight. I'm sponsoring something too. Look at this. Look at the ice on it. It's ready for consumption. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Johan for the Nest, I sponsor this to you guys. You can enjoy it. Okay, let's take it away. Asking 1,000 to go. Here, 1,000, I need number 1,000, number 1,000 here. At 1,000, number 1,500, number 1,500, number 2,000 here, number 2,500, number 2,000, number 3, number 3,500. At 4,000, maybe number 4, number 4,500, number 4,500, 5,000 here. At 5,500, 6,000, number 6,000, number 5, number 6,500. At 65, number 6,500, at 7,000 here. At 7,000, number 7,500, number 75, number 75, number 8,000 here. At 5, number 10 now. At 10, number 10, 11,000, number 12, number 12,000 here. At 12, number 13, number 13, number 13,000 here. At 14, 14, number 14, number 14. At 14, number 14, 15, 16. At 16, number 16,000, number 16, number 16,000 here. At 16, number 16,000, number 16,000. At 16, number 16,000. You plan to find me a back. At 16, number 16, number 16, no, you in at 17, at 17, number 17, number 17,000 here. At 17, bet down, number 17,000. At 17, number 17,000 here. At 17, bet down, number 17, do I see 18, number 17, number 17, now 18. Now I can hear everybody's very happy about this. And so am I. 19. So am I. Ladies and gentlemen, but remember, it's for the Limousin breed, Mrs. Davenport. Number 19, number 19, number 19, number 19, number 19,000. At 19, Tracy, what do I do? Number 19, number 19. I will bring out a bottle of champagne too. At 19, number 19, number 19, number 19,000 is my man. At 19, but 20, at 20, but 20, but number 20,000 here. At 20, but number 20, number 20, but number 20,000. At 20, you probably honey back there. At 20, but number 20, 20, but 20, but he number 20,000 once. 20,000 twice. Allemaal wat het op het, vat gauw een slak. Ja, is lekker, nee. Number 20, number 20, whatever. Sorry, it was 21, nee. 20, number 20, 20, number 20, number 20, number 20,000, I remember 20, number 20,000 once, twice. All out and all done, no more. Kom ons gee lekker aan de kant. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is like they say in French, it's prima. When it's good and it gets better, and if it gets better, it's becoming great. And when it's magnificent, it's magnifique. Ladies and gentlemen, you are at a venue and at a place tonight with the Limousin breed that is really magnifique. What an honor to be part of you guys. And now we're going to offer you lot number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, here is one unbelievable spirit here, and how great it is. Dames en heren, we offer you a sculpture of a Limousin bull, sponsored by John and Tracy Davenport. And this sculpture, ladies and gentlemen, was created by Stephen Sutherland, a well-known and a renowned artist in South Africa for his excellent animal representations. Ladies and gentlemen, I put up the sculpture. I'm asking 10,000 rand to take it away. 5,000, 2,000. Number 1,000, number 1,000, number 1,000, number 1,500, and 1,005, number 1,005, number 2,000, number 2,500, at 2,500, 2,500, number 2,500, number 2,500, number 3, number 3,000, but 5, at 3,500, 3,500, 4, at 4,500, maybe 4,500, 5,000 here, at 5,000, number 5,000, I mean, 5,000, at 5,500, number 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, at 6,000, I'm maybe 6,000, number 6,000 here, at 6,000, but number 6,000, number 6,000 here. Jy het net 'n versie uit nie 'n bal nie. En 6000 aan by daar by 6000 beheer. En 6 by daar by 6000 by 6000 na 6000 watts. 5 65 hard, but it's 55, do I see 70, but it's 7,000 here. And 7 maybe, but it's only but 4, but it's only 5 hard, but it's only 5 here. And 8 hard, but 8,000 here, but 8 hard, but 8,000 here. And 8 hard, but 8,000, but 8,000 watts. And twice. Sold 8,000. Thank you for being the 12 in a row. We appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. Wat dat nommer gebruik het daar? 3 kan jy my nie die nommer wys. Kopers nommer. 183. Thank you very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, we are for number 13. There is, ladies and gentlemen, the live track H-Cam. We sell the headlamp, ladies and gentlemen, without the head scoop. Dames en heren, ons verkoop hom sonder die head scoop. Julle het daar sien julle daar so ding, hy vang die bees onder die nek. Die ene het nie daai, dis net 'n gewone klap. We sell this one, ladies and gentlemen, just as is, without the head scoop. En die hekke, daai hekke, dames en heren, is ook nie ingesluit nie. Ons gebruik hulle net om die headklap op te hou. The kites, ladies and gentlemen, is not included. So we only sell the headcap. And that was sponsored by Live Track South Africa. Dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Start me. 30,000, 20,000, and 10,000, and 2,000, and 12,000 here, and 13, and 14, yeah, and 14, 15. 15, 16, 16,000, 17, 17, at 18, 19, at 90, at 20, 20, 20,000 here. Look at 20,000, over 20, but over 20,000, at 20, 20, 20,000 here. Up to 1,000, over 20, over 20, over 20,000. Asking 21. Is it by? Are you 21? 20, over 20,000, over 20, 20, over 21, over 22, over 22, 3, over 23, 4, at 24, 4, at 24, 4, over 24, over 25, over 25, at 25, over 25,000, over 25, over 25, over 25, over 25,000. Look at 21,000, over 25, over 25, 26, at 26, over 26,000, over 26, at 26,000, over 26, over 26,000. Derek, tot wanneer gaan die skou? Gaan dit nog môre aan? Ek dink jy beter raai jy, nek lamp koop. Die skou is nog nie verby nie. En over 26,000, over 26, over 26,000, once and twice and all out and all done. Thank you, Lonnie, ek waardeer. 186. 196 at 26,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn the page now to lot number 14. Dames en heren, ons bid vir julle aan. A wine collection on behalf of the Capelands. Dames en heren, Capelands Wine Farm. Capeland Boy, we offer you, ladies and gentlemen, the Magnum collection. And this Magnum collection consists, ladies and gentlemen, of a 2015 Redstone. It is of the 2014 vintage, a 2015 Reserve Magnum, a 2016 Redstone Magnum, and a 2018 Redstone Magnum. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are wine connoisseurs, here is something really, really special. Don't make any mistakes. Those of you guys, everybody who missed out on the Jägermeister, here's an opportunity on some damn good red wine. Don't miss out. Let's take it away. Number 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. 6,000. At 6,700, every 7,000. At 7,800, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 10,000. Hy kan homself nie glo nie. 10,000, I'm going to pretend and 10,000, not 10,000. Ek 10,000, I'm going to 10,000, not 10,000. Do you know what? All you're going to have is a memory that you've looked at the models. Ladies, jumping in a cell, gonna close at 11,000. Before I knock it down, when are we opening in it? We opened the first model tonight. Let's close the book. 182, thank you, sir. Thank you to the Katoris. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. 10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have for lot number 15. And this is sponsored by Eastern Gold Limousines. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is a painting that is going to be commissioned by you, the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be done by our artist, Lauren Hutton. Lauren, where are you, ma'am? Please come up and stand here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the artist. How lucky are you to know who's going to paint this painting that you are going to create yourself? Can they create it themselves? Or they can give you a picture. Or you can invite her to come and sit on the farm. Look at the animal. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe she's willing to stay for a week to a month to complete this painting. So Lauren, we'll find out who is going to be your match for maybe 1 day or 2 weeks or 3 months or maybe not even a day. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Lauren is going to do this artwork for us, dames en heren, and there is an example of Lauren's work. So this is indeed an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and you can ask her or instruct her, ladies and gentlemen, to paint anything. But it must be animals, am I right? It must be animals. I can see an element of animals here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. And I'm at 10,000, I'm bringing 10,000, I'm bringing 10,000 here. At 10,000, I'm bringing 10,000, I'm bringing 10,000 here. At 12,000, I'm bringing 13, I'm bringing 13,000, I'm bringing 14, I'm bringing 14,000, 15. At 15, I'm bringing 15,000, but I'm 15, 16, at 17, at 17, 18, at 19, at 19, bed, I'm 19, I'm 19,000, 20, 20, 20,000, 20,000 here. At 20, bed, 21, number 22, number 22, 2, and 22, number 22, number 22,000 here. At 22, number 22, looks to me like you're gonna go up to Zambia for this job. At 22, number 22, 3, at 23, 4, at 24, 4, number 25. Now it's Lichtenberg. And 26, and 26,000, 27, 28, 29,000 here. And 30, 30,000, but not 30, 30,000 here. And 30, remember you can have that dark also painted. And 30,000, I'm proud of 30, 30, that's my man. And 30,000, I'm bit down, I'm 30,000. And 30, 30,000, once and twice and all out and all done. 30,000. Thank you, Mr. Katuri. We appreciate Lauren. That's your instructor. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Aturi, you guys, Mutanda Farms from Zambia, for your great support tonight. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are for number 16. Oh, I'm over scallop pieces. I know what Scallopy said. It's a 5-night holiday accommodation in Hells Bay, sponsored by Curtis Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, and if you want us to tell Ernie else to go away for that week, we will arrange that. He will not be there to bother you with golf. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, there is a 5-night holiday accommodation, ladies and gentlemen, for up to 8 guests at a time, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, ladies and gentlemen. And if you know Clovis Watson well, ladies and gentlemen, you will have the best beef and the best pork and the best mutton and the best ostrich and the best venison, because he's our butcher. He will provide me, ladies and gentlemen. You can go and order there at the butchery. Beef or meat, ladies and gentlemen, for 5 nights. But he said, only please, one thing, there's only one condition. No chicken. No chicken. Okay, so no chicken. I say, okay, frozen chicken, he'll put that into. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Every 10,000 a year. Every 10,000 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, every 20,000, every 21, every 21, 21, 2, every 22, 22, every 22, every 22,000, 23,000. I can speak of vakantie her. Every 23, every 23, every 23 maar. And 23, every 23 banana, every 23. And 23, every 23,000 banana, every 24, every 24, every 24, every 24,000 here. And 24, every 24, every 24, every 24. Dr. Fani, Mother-in-law was here op vakantie. 24 voor over 24,000. I am over 24 voor over 24,000. All out, all done, no more. 24,000. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. That goes to my number. Bar 194. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank Colin. Colin, all the way from the United States. Colin is all the way from the United States. And he is, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight celebrating the 50th anniversary. Thank you for coming all the way. Kom ons gee vir hom 'n lekker hande klap. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Colin, now that's for the first week. The 5-night accommodation. The second week, you're going to go up to Zambia for this buffalo hunt that I'm going to offer you now. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our star price on offer tonight. A buffalo hunting adventure in the Zambian wilderness, sponsored by the Katuri family from the Mutanda Farms. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is something really special. Ladies and gentlemen, you will experience an unforgettable hunting experience in the wildlife reserve of Kulumbala Farm, located near Solwezi in northwestern Zambia. The hunting grounds span over 5,000 hectares and are home to a large population of buffalo with the greatest bosses and horns, ladies and gentlemen, that you can think of, and plenty of other wildlife. If you would like to shoot a warthog, we can charge you $5,000 US for a warthog. If you want to shoot a meerkat, ladies and gentlemen, $20,000. Okay, so just be aware of the other prices. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is an unbelievable opportunity to go and hunt a buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, and please check in your catalog the inclusions. Ladies and gentlemen, there's lodging and meals for 2 people for 3 nights, airport pickup and drop off, weapon rental, ammunition, daily fees of a professional hunter included, and guides and trackers, ladies and gentlemen, and a vehicle and a hunting license. Exclusions is the only problem. You gotta get your own trophy out of there. That's everybody's problem. But ladies and gentlemen, dames and heren, this is an unbelievable opportunity. And please, this hunting expedition must be completed before the end of October. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a book for 40,000. And I'm taking 2 and 3,000 with increments to 50,000, and then we carry on just like we did with that cattle. Everybody 40,000, everybody 42, everybody 45, everybody 45, everybody 48, everybody 50,000, and 55, everybody 60, everybody 60,000, everybody 60, everybody 60,000, 55, everybody 65,000, and 65, and 70, everybody 70, everybody 75,000, everybody 80, everybody 80,000, and 85, everybody 85, 90, everybody 90, 100, and 100, everybody 100, everybody 100, and 110, and 110, but down, and 110, and 110, 120, number 120 online, number 120, number 120, and 120,000, number 120, number 120, and 130, 30, number 130, number 139, and 130, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130, and 130,000, and 130, 30, number 130, and 130,000, but down 130, number 130, asking 140, hey, number 130, 30, number 130, but down 130, 30, number 130, and 130, 80, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130. Do I see, do I hear, or do I feel 140,000? Hey, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130. And I can tell you one thing, if you talk very nicely to the Katuris, they will help you to export that bull live to South Africa, and you can use him. You can use him on all your Limousin efforts. 130, 30, 130, 130, 30, 130, and 130, 30, 130, 130 once, and 130, 30, 130 twice. All out. All done. No more at 130,000. Thank you, Mile 189. We appreciate it. What an opportunity you've got. You can hire me for another 130,000 to come along. Don't give us Andre, you know, we appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 18. Lot number 18. If you've, ladies and gentlemen, appreciated all these gifts that's an offer there, we offer you something special. Ladies and gentlemen, a Parker gold pen with the engraving on it, leading the lady 50th anniversary. Mr. Aberga, attention please. I'm selling a gold pen, sir, which is engraved with leading lady 50th anniversary on it. It's something really special. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the only one of its kind in the world. It's the only one of its kind in the world, and that's really the truth. We'll never ever get that again. 1,000, 1,000, 3,500. You will never get it again. 4,000, it's the only one in the world. At 4,000, I need it for 4,000 here. At 4,000, I need it for 4,000 is my man. At 4,000, I need it for 4,000, but every 4,000 once. 4,000 twice. All out, all done, no more at 4,000. Thank you very much. Need buy number 240. We appreciate it. Excellent buy. That is value for money. That is indeed. Mr. Mark Wiseman. Dr. Wiseman, will you please just rose? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mark Wiseman is celebrating his 102nd birthday today. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And he goes birthday. Thank you, Doc. We appreciate it. Sorry, it was his 21st birthday. Oh, sorry, Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we offer you a weekend breakaway at the Capelands Wine Farm, which specializes, ladies and gentlemen, in authentic Italian food. This is an opportunity like none. You're going to be treated like our Italian. You're going to have the best red wine and champagne, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, Mamma Mia, you should not miss out on this. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 19, a weekend breakaway at the Cape Wildlands Wine Farm. All done. You're going to miss out on the spaghetti at 8,500. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. That goes to my number 163. 163 at 8,500. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we offer you some really, really good wine from the Sorrelsburg, ladies and gentlemen, winery down in the Cape. And if you visited Larone, it's just next door to Larone. We offer you Sorrelsburg wine ample, ladies and gentlemen, which consists of 14 bottles of 2022 Provenance Shiraz, ladies and gentlemen. It, as I hear, is exceptional wine. It's not sold in South Africa, it's actually exported. So this is an opportunity like none. Mr. De Jager, you haven't even tasted it yet. So are you and I going to share it? And ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Number 2009, number 2005, number 3,503, number 3,000, number 3,005, 3,504, number 4,005, number 5,000, number 5,000, and 5,500, 6,000, number 6,000, and 6,000, and number 6,000, number 6,000, and 6,000, and number 6,000, number 6,000. As jy dit toe op het bier, dan moet jy weet, hy is die bierman, hy kan dit nie eers kry nie. Nie eers hy kan het kry nie, maar ons gaan nou kyk of hy het kan bekostig. At 6,000, I'm over 6,005, at 65, at 7,000 here, at 7,000, I'm but down about 7,000, jy gaan maar tevrede moet wees met die falie appie. At 7,000, I'm over 7,000, I'm but down about 7,000. So, 163, we appreciate the Stichlands, and thank you, Aya. En nie geweet, jy is so lief vir jou bieren nie. That was 7,000. Ladies and gentlemen, and now a leather hamper. It's a wine bottle holder, ladies and gentlemen. A wine bottle holder, a leather casing for a wine bottle, a handbag and a purse. Sponsored by Janika Abrams, ladies and gentlemen. If you've inspected it, you would have seen the great and high quality of this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it away number 2,000. Number 2,000, 535, 3,000, 4, number 4,000, number 4,009, at 4,000, I'm maybe 4, number 4,000, I'm maybe 4, number 4,000, at 4,500, number 4,005, number 5,000 there, at 5,000, Thank you, Mr. Davis Bashar. 170. Thank you at 5,500. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 22. Lot number 22. Ha ha. Kom ons braai. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you 50 bags of plywood. It's real imported, ladies and gentlemen, redwood and sicklebush. It makes, ladies and gentlemen, the best fires for the best price. I'm selling it. It's wood. It's wood. It's wood. It's firewood. Firewood. I'm selling them, ladies and gentlemen, as a package. I'm not selling them per bag because there's only 50. Okay, let's take it away, ladies and gentlemen. Start me. And number 3,000, number 3,000, and 3,500, 3,500, number 3,500, 3,000, number 3,500, and 3,500, number 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, and 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, number 3,500, number 3,500, 3,500. Can I say something? Al hierdie Vrystaatse boere wat allemaal met Blackwater en stronke braai. Kerels, hier's vir hulle geleentheid om regtig vleis te braai met regte hout. Lawrence, 4,000 on key. At 4,000, 4,500, 4,500. At 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500. At 4,500, 4,500, 4,500. Lawrence, 5,000, I'm able to 5,000, but number 5,000, by Lawrence. At 5,500, 5,500. At 5,500, 4,500, 5,500. Lawrence, as jy nie hout op die niks om aan die brand te steek nie. 6,000 dankie Lawrence. 6,000, I'm able to 6,000. At 6,000, but number 6,000, but not 6,000, and 5, at 65, 6,500. At 65, 6,500. At 65, 65, 6,500.
Hy moet die hout koop, dan het die plek op die lorry en dan kan een van die bulle aan huis toe gaan.
Wil jy brand of wil jy nie? Hey, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, once. Hold on. Thank you, Master. The toy, 183. Lawrence, donkey. I appreciate so. Lawrence, jy kan die helfte van nou kry, praat net mooi. Nee. Ons sal vir jou so 'n bietjie parafin bygee. Maar jy gaan die parafin sommer nou nie vat. Nee, parafin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dames and heren, now we are feeling some damn nice wine again. Oh, this is Davenport. It's some Krone Cape Classic. Oh, as good as you can get, ladies and gentlemen. It's Morales Vintage Kuwait Wood. There is 12 bottles, ladies and gentlemen, in this handbag. And let's take them away, dames and heren, maybe 4,000. Maybe 4,000, maybe 4,000, maybe 4,500, maybe 5,500. And 5,500, and 5,500. I'm going to knock it down to you under one condition. It's not cold, Will. I gotta open one though. And 5,500, and 6,000 here, and 65, 6,500, and 7,500, and 8,000, but 5, and 85, and 9, and 9,000, 9 is the 10, 11, and 11,000, and 11,000, 12,000, and 12,000, 13. It's only just over 1,000 rand a bottle. 13,000, how much will you pay for it at a restaurant? 13,000, I paid on 13,000. Last 40. What did that mean? 13,000 is that way. 30. Tracy, it's your last chance. Talk to John. 13,000. All out, all done. No more. Thank you. Aturu. Thank you, Mr. Paturi. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Come down and pull down the bus. 182. And let's see what we offer you now. Ladies and gentlemen, please just stay seated. On behalf of our sponsors, Farmers Weekly, Molatech, Flacing Trial, Lucerne Fields, Duffy Agri Implements, Live Track, South Africa, the equipment, Swiftfear, Foodable, Absolute Genetics, Fear Plus, the Yes, BKB, Hoof Trimming, Unistel. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for your support today. Congratulations with one hell of a 50th anniversary sale. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to work for you. I thank you all. I hand over to Mr. Jan Stichler.
Thank you very much, everybody. What a memorable night. I think we started off exceptionally well with the heifers, and really the quality of the heifers was, like we said from the beginning, it was really, really good. And then when we kicked off with the novelties, wow, Manu, it seems like that bottle made this whole auction tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, and yeah, thanks for coming. And it's dinner time. Dinner's ready, please. There's a lot of food. Go for it. Enjoy the evening.
Before you go, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you all. The average of the heifers